The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time.
Alright, Purple Nation, welcome back to another episode, another bonus episode of In the Meantime. In the Meantime, bonus episode 22. I think we're entitled Walk of Shame. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And remember to send in queries and concern to the WhatsApp hotline. Yeah, the IMT WhatsApp hotline, that is 876-285-9615. That is 876-285-9615. And again, for those who are asked about the Road to Zion audiobook, it's not ready yet. It's just the hard copy available on Amazon for now. So make you know when the other version are going to release. But the link for the Road to Zion hard copy there in the description, and also the link for all versions of Planet Earth, including the audio, is also in the description. And remember, Planet Earth is also available locally at JA Deals, Park Plaza, right across the road from the bus park. For sure you can't miss it. Right in the plaza where Mother's Day. What the reason why you should get it? Because of the book will help shape the mind. It will help you interpret all of that book properly. JA Deals ship international and local. Them ship to every nook and cranny. Visit them website now, www.jadeals.com. To find out every other location island wide where them have Planet Earth. And many other interesting things.
My name is Isaiah, and I love In the Meantime.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration, the cure for the Canadian strain of immigration anxiety. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728. The consultation is absolutely free. And on the American side of all immigration concerns, there's Lewis Law Professional Association. They've got your back on all matters related to visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers, and much more. Call Lewis Law now on 954-530-1717.
Meantime.
Purple Nation.
In the meantime, you've got a voice note.
Wagwan Vice Box. My name is Craig or Craigis. I'm going to ask a couple of things. One, why does it seem like you don't like it when nobody disagree with you? And two, what do you think about Marian Hall, a.k.a. Lady Saw, song name Kiss Out My Bible? Me personally think she have turn back on that style, or maybe she never a Christian in the first place. Right? To me, the song is a disrespect to God, brother. Everybody knows she a trace. As a Christian, she need to start act decent. When she go as far as say throw out pan spice, but bleach out dopey, and actually I say church can't save you. That's what me done with her, brother. This thing, brother, she still a DJ the same way. The only thing left for she do is grab up her parts. Brother, I sing she sing like Christian, brother. And I try capture souls for God, brother. Me no blame the Christian them when them a bun around dog. Also, what you think about Sir P work? Because he might give you some valuable information, and yet it seemed like it a fall upon deaf ears, because things just a get worse no matter what we know.
Alright, Craigis. So I'm going to start with the first question, because of the one way full of whole heap of hidden possibilities. And unlike most people, me no longer get caught by the trap where, them question they set. And here is why. Me not truly know why the person asks it. And in most cases, not saying that is you, but no answer never usually satisfy the asker. And here is 3 reasons why. 1. More than half of the time, people feelings about other people come off of them own feelings about themselves. In other words, a them stay so. So them automatically believe, say everybody stay so. And that in a psychology them call projection. 2. You can be the one when you like when people disagree with you. So you ask the question to forget me if it proves them no hate when people disagree with me by agreeing with you for every other concern where you go have after the question. Because it's a correction or shame. And that I go silence my true opinion. 3. You can genuinely feel so based on ignorance and immaturity. Like me always say, no pitney no like strict parents. Them see them as tyrant. And the parents have to just understand. Say this for them there and carry on. Just because you feel something don't mean say it right, With that said, I want you to understand how hard it is for try sure. Not saying you come and know how you're going to take it. But most people in general are neither perspective. If them not mature. Because if I try that, and for example, you don't make up your mind to like when people disagree with me. Then me showing you the perspective there, useless. Because I go see it how you want to see it. If me was like it, quite possible say you is, and I go see everything only how me want to see it. Me wouldn't answer you. Because I don't make up my mind. So you don't really want to answer. And don't consider say you might just genuinely feel so. I want to answer to the how it come in like, like when people disagree with your question, regardless of why you see it so. And if me answer, I have a different view, then the assumption is, me no like nobody disagree with me. And if me no answer, then I go on like me better than people. Dealing with that type of immaturity, not saying that I want to come from you, is the price I have to pay. If you do this for the few, we need it. Craigis, if you're willing, please go back through all of the episodes them and allow yourself to see how much time people correct me. In the comment section, I say yes, them right. How much time I hear me say I used to listen for answer and never have a clue say that me I do. And that's why I understand people who do it and I know. It's rough to understand things from a broader context, I wish I could have press a button and make people see it, but I can't. So all I can do is try to share it. And if that make people uncomfortable, that's how it go. What I can do about that? My mind will want to see a certain thing a certain way. For whatever reason. Now I go notice nothing at all when I support the narrative where it wants to be true. That thing they go invisible. In a psychology, them call that confirmation bias. With that said, every perspective me share. When people write or send a voice note, it's not just to answer you, the asker of the question or the sharer of a concern. And for people who may welcome that perspective there, whether you, the writer or the sender, willing to accept the perspective, is not my concern. And if you say anything at all we can learn from in any kind of way, we can add to a perspective or change it. And me first I'll tell you, who know me know that. It's alright for people disagree with you without you think them defensive. And it's not so simple either, because you have to defensive of things you know deep down in your core is objectively true. So just because a person I go see you as a certain way means say if you agree with them, even when you know say them wrong, just to prove say you're not defensive. You see how simple thinking complicate every situation. That means if a man look at me and tell me say he's a woman, if you agree with him because I'm not defensive, words have got to start take on particular meaning based on context. Because we're good in a one context, frig up in our next one. For the millionth time, me believes that nothing at all is one particular thing or one particular way or another. Not saying you, Craigis, but I'm telling you something. And when me dead and gone, no for no, I go start to understand the things that me are showing up on a program, Because I'm no longer around for intimidate, And cause enough for living why didn't I think of that mode? So I'm going to address your ladies concern, you know. Yeah, man. I'll start off with, you know, I'll play a clip from the show. A New York when named Grooving in the Park. We bust this song. Yeah, where I talk about. So people can know, you know, and can have an idea or understanding of where I talk. Alright, see it. Look on the screen.
You know what me just say? Tell them don't worry about me. Because me say, hey, me don't come here so big title. Me don't come here so big dancehall title. Me come here so big preach of the gospel. So tell them preach out the people no fight up.
I don't know if you see this and disagree with it, but she actually answer part of your concern herself. Alright, see it.
I'm a teacher in the world. Some people say because I'm a Christian I shouldn't DJ. I shouldn't speak broken English. I shouldn't talk backward. Once the DJ then say me turn back. Papa Stan DJ, Lieutenant City DJ, everybody, and it's not a problem. Worry about me. You see the one that will worry about me? I want to tell you this. Hey. Come kiss. Take a kiss out of this. Hey. Come kiss. Take a kiss out of this. Hey. Come kiss out the Bible. Come up and who was Satan disciple. The devil of your like a horse in a bridle. Sit down up in your saddle and a ride you. Jenny man, come kiss up. That's why they're worried. So, let me tell you something. You have a problem with me and how God you use me.
No, that type of criticism yeah, about being indecent with Sir face is it's not new to Sir. Matter of fact, it's not new to history. Because the same old English colonial style where we Africanness never welcome in the equation. And the standard we consider decent was that of the colonial masters. We rob, rape, thief, pillage, murder people and take away them place. And now ironically, them people there and them descendants set the standard for what is considered decent. At them from them time there and even now through them descendants, I tell we. So with patois or broken English is a bad thing will make you uncivilized, unpolished and unworthy of for them decent company. And from them time, they be a Christian was to become like the wicked imperialist British whose pretentious and hypocritical characteristics ironically became the standard by which decency is measured. But can go so? How we still use the standard there today? As me always say, I ego the devil will make we can't find God. Because religious consciousness is a part of all of we, no matter which culture, race, class or religious affiliation. At our basic nature, we all have an innate connection, an inborn connection to the idea. Say something higher than we. Why you think how much culture people? We never see one another yet. Cut off, they never have no cell phone for dial and link up. All those much 1,000 years ago. Them completely cut off from one another. But yet still, the whole of them have one thing in common. The idea of a God or gods, somewhere higher than them. An ego make everybody believe that the expression of God where them find. Unique and special and confined to only them. So them feel them have a monopoly or a copyright upon God. But at a basic nature, the whole of it I say the same thing in a different way. I just ego make you want everybody see it and say it. Just like how we see it and say it. All Rasta was supposed to Afrocentric and understand the culture war. Me say I say ladies are not Christian. Cause she no act decent. I know you want. Strip all of the box and the label. But we like put things on people in her. And you will say at we core, all of we want the same things. I just how simple we interpret them. And that I keep you from get them. So if Sarah DJ the same way she used to DJ before, then she not Christian? Now that I say. Then how about if R. Kelly turn Christian? Remember I sing about freakiness and a bag of immoral thing. So if him turn Christian, he would have to stop sing? Or would he simply have to sing a different kind of song with the same kind of singing? When he used to use and exalt the devil. So why Sarah can't take command at the same DJ style? And the words where she used to use to glorify the devil and use it against him. or use it against it. Because you know some no believe say it's a him. But more a energy. Where express itself through many hymns and hers. But me now go off track. If Sir used to say kiss out my body hole, she no can now rephrase them argument to the glory of God and say you should have get saved or introduced to the Bible in a language you she know. But instead of tell them to kiss body parts, she turn it in a metaphor. Kiss out my Bible. Suck out the word of God. And may you fill your belly with the bitter truth of God's grace and turn you from your wicked ways. And you know what funny? Is that most people more serious about other people being righteous, about righteousness, than them actually is about righteousness. Themselves. Yeah. Them burn out who are a real Christian or even Rasta, but them themselves is none of the above in a practice. None of them not try follow a specific path or the other. No follow the trend the Craig is. And what me I do? Be defensive, for show you that perspective there, where you might not see. If you no feel so she should have did love everything what she used to do as a sinner, then no for no as Christian. Should have tap fuck when you no baptized then. You shouldn't repurpose it and say sex before marriage. You should have stopped sex. Because that was part of a sinful life, though. And sex was something we started to do in all kind of style, especially backers. So why she can now sex if she married? But she can repurpose a talent with God gear to fame glory. Or its glory. Just like our same fuck different approach when you find yourself. Or get saved in a phone case. It should have the same music, different approach. You know nothing so. You know one track mind bad, you know, that's why most people can't like church. Because the good majority of church people too self-righteous and pretentious. Alright, Craigies, this is our next part of the clip where you say bother you. In terms of the part where she said, boy, church can't save you. Alright, see it there. Look on the screen.
Come kiss out a verse and break your dirty curse. You bad mind from before your birth. Come repent for the work where you work and nothing can save you, not even church. Just tell them, tell them. If they're not there, I tell them. Listen, come kiss out a verse and break your dirty curse. You bad mind from before your birth. Come repent for the work where you work and nothing can save you, not even church. Kiss it out before you perish in a sin. And every knee of the bow to the king. Tell your demons, say them can't win, car. So that's why you stop the beginning. Come kiss.
She not right, man. Even if a spy she attack, church can't save nobody, not even she herself. Cause even if a word she a drop on spy, she not prove it. Church can't save you. But your commitment to being Christ-like, I go save you. Not no amount of offering, no tithes, no amount of pastor pray for you, none of that. You think Christian or find God means that you're blind to your sexuality and somehow all of the urge and temptation to do the things where a part of your identity from your band disappear? You believe that or don't believe that? You think an alcoholic finding God means that them lose them lust for liquor overnight? No, it's a habit. And him or her have to go fight the habit, they get back control of them life. You think the whore or the go-go disappear through the whore they married? No, marriage is a commitment to doing what it take to keep off the whore. That's all it is. I said that's where marriage should have been. Like me say all the time, you know what make life so hard? No matter how we say nobody is perfect, almost none now we not believe it. Still news? We say righteous are good through the frame of perfection, aka the getting of everything 100% right and trying to be good according to this expectation, as me always say, is what make we so evil. Read Planet Earth. I want to get a better understanding of that. I can't get into the fullest of that now. We believe say good or righteous have to be perfectly perfect. I can't say it enough. It's so severe that, for example, I'm going to give the example here already, but I'll give it again. May we get up and admit say, me did blind to the understanding of certain things. And people are shake them head. And I say, yes, them respect that. But as me slip up or something happen, we go slightly off from the road when me I try walk. You hear them a bring up false when me tell them every day say me have. Because them not listen me. Them press mute. And still I wait to point out my imperfections when me advertise to them. Me advertise to them. Say me have every single day. Freely. It's because no matter how them things that them understand and accept imperfections as a part of life, them no believe it. That is how silly the average person is. And them no want to see it. Becoming Christian, Muslim, Rasta, or whatever else religion or movement you identify with, it's to organize. Simply, just organize them energy that were in your consciousness. We are fight to determine your outcome. Yeah, man. Them energy that will make your life chaotic and make them work for you and not against you. In other words, you have to discipline yourself out of indiscipline. Unknown to most people, are indiscipline make we discontented with our life and disconnected from our life. Because we have tried it so much one time. So we end up now have no time to finish nothing. So walking with God in a whichever way, shape or form we conceive him or how we see it to be, is a commitment to finish something by controlling the urge to do something else at the same time. Simple fucking maths. We can never and will never eradicate or get rid of them energy there. We can only try control or organize them so they can benefit we instead of hurt we. And again, me not cuss my brother. We are here a passion and conviction. So watch you know. Craig, may I go ask a little question? You know what typecasting is? It is to assign an actor or actress repeatedly the same type of role as a result of how well them play a particular role. And this lady saw got you, you know. So-called Christian make up their mind. Say all she is are just lady saw. Them not see nothing more. Them use the evil where them see that character as, where she play for most of her life, as a frame of reference or template for judge or determine who she be overall. So no matter how she spell what she intend to do, them are go always pronounce it wrong. Because them use the lady saw something they measure everything about her. And Marian Hall or no other human being is not so simply described. There is way more to the human than the little summary, the little small story where we sum up about them and hold on upon that in our head and expect them to be only that. To the average Christian, she will never be Christian. And to the worldly, same thing. She can't convince the Christians that she a Christian. And she can't preach to the worldly. Because almost all of them I think about when she go turn back and sing stab out the meat. I wonder what some girl study around here. And that's what them caught up. And can't see past that and accept her in any other way. Because any other way feels strange and uncomfortable. So she end up as a person in the middle, without a home, not accepted by any side at all. Because of who them think she is or should be. Again, the church now want Marian because them only see ladies are. And dancehall now want Marian. Because the choice where she make for try manage her evil, intimidate them. Because it's a constant reminder. Say that them fear do. And them not have the courage to become irrelevant to the broader social circle. So them brother ladies are. We make out of indiscipline. And truly can't stand Marian. So she can't talk to them unless she convince them. See the ladies are them I see. This is our next perfect example. And what me always say about the demonic social design where we follow in our earth. And how it program against God. And all that is right by making everything what we believe lead we right back to being miniature and small scale devil. We are rebel against anything we look like God. And the same thing with enough people we are the prison time for some serious crime. And no matter how them learn and want change, the one way where we see them as criminal, I go force them to reoffend. Because we not allow them to be nothing else. So I caught between a rock and a hard place. Because anything she do are the same thing. She not have the protection or full support of a church community where can comfort her. When the devil tell her to go back to the evil where she know. She not welcome this. So what go happen? The loneliness I go force her to go back to the one thing wherever makes you feel important or feel like she worthy of life. After them rape and torment the way she got through. Me attack rape where her own friend, our family set her up forget. You know much people go through them things and can't tell nobody. Remember, we live in a society where no matter where we go through, we have to keep that inside, Because society no set up for empathetic. You can't tell your story about what kill you inside. Because people are going to make it about them. And we have to stay silent on some things we are torture with. People are going to make up their own story about your story. And blame you for things where you couldn't even help. For things where you never even understand. So real life is not a part of real life. Me always say that. Real life is not a part of real life. Real life are going inside. Real life, the real truth there. So we have to bow to the pretentiousness to collect points. Spend most of the time to impress the idiot. In order to feel sensible. The irony of that. And that gave me Marian come to the surface. And stop hide behind lady side. You know? Because this is who she is at heart. And I'm going to talk where she got through confession. Could have free her from the chain we live in that lie. Did have her in her, you know. So like a pastor, you know a lie? Jaja. Alright. Now for the Sir P question we ask. Alright. Sir P can only give out the information. How people use it or process it. For them business. Him not no control over that. The truth is, most people no care about change. Even if who get the information to help them change, care about it. People want entertainment, not enlightenment. I mean, I don't know whether to say, luckily or unfortunately for Sir P, in content can be consumed as gossip. You know, whether that I'm intentional or not. Most people consume politics watch as gossip. And that is why if it in any way, however small, ineffective, because people are look for things to distract them from the right thing 24/7. Anything will sound like the right thing and sound like them can't turn it and flip it for them way, turn it in a gossip, turn it how them want, turn it, them don't want to see it. I mean, know this, because coming up in the ghetto, me never see nothing where people love, like how them love hear about who kill who and who a fuck who. 95% of people now want consistently hear about nothing good. When last saw, get the kind of attention where she get for that song there. Such an impact that she close Reggae Sumfest. But at this she for there. If a people will need deliverance, she go look for. Because just like she was in the day, them held hostage by the crowd. A crowd of demon, we are side with the devil, we force them to stay silent for what torture them. But if you just ignore the naysayers and go and face the evil for free the hostage them. Because majority of people choose wickedness and I defend it with them life. You think of Jesus, the crowd which mostly consists of wicked people, I wait for hear about. Most of them interpret our song for them one way and use it how them want to use it. And that's why when she stop in between song and I try preach the word, you could hear some people in the crowd, aka the comment section, and say, "Hey girl, tap your eyes. Give me a kiss out my Bible." So Craigis, I will have respect for your input. You know? Not for what you say is wise, but it is void of understanding. So I'm going to left you with Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. But in all thy getting, get understanding. That way they know. It's not so easy for you to get caught up on people and how them a live. But you're busy to try to walk with God. And I do the right thing.
This section of In the Meantime is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration. Renaissance believes that as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. Call Renaissance now at 437-703-114728. The consultation is absolutely free.
This section of In the Meantime is also brought to you by Jam Icon Tours. Remember, them are the ultimate. Whether they are tourists, as in foreigner, born somewhere else and want to visit Jamaica, or is a foreign Jamaican who tell yourself say a tourist, or is a local Jamaican who want to live like a tourist. Jamaican Tours great with all of the above. Them are the ultimate in a vacation and staycation. When it comes to safety, comfort and convenience of them that, when we talk about safety, them are the first of its kind. When it comes to the provision of armed security, to and from anywhere we go. Visit them website at jamaicantours.com. And them name fully professional. Them have drivers and tour guides with a wealth of knowledge. If them tell us they are there so sham sharp, it pop off fellas and run down your white brother, that's true. Them know a country inside out. Check them out on Facebook, Jamaican Tours, Instagram, Jamaican Tours, Twitter, Jamaican Tours. And remember, if you check the website and see where you want, them can tailor a package just to suit your specific needs. Do it now, man.
In the meantime.
Gangsta is purple. I tell you family say that. When we say purple, we mean that.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, a diplomatic row has been simmering between Washington and Kingston over Jamaica's refusal to accredit the spouse of an American diplomat.
Now, the dispute is threatening to sour diplomatic relations between the traditional allies.
Milton Walker has more in this report.
Earlier this year, the United States government wrote to the Jamaican government seeking its approval for the married partner of a diplomat about to be posted to Jamaica and who is in a same-sex relationship to be given diplomatic immunity and all the privileges of a diplomat. It's believed the Jamaican government did not respond to the request in a timely manner. The US sent another diplomatic note demanding a response. The Jamaican government responded, rejecting the request. A senior government source told TVJ News, quote, that an approval of the request would mean Jamaica recognizing same-sex marriage, which is illegal in this country. End quote. Our sources tell us the US then responded, rejecting a request from the Holness administration to extend the stay of 3 Jamaican diplomats in our embassy and consulates in the United States. The US served notice that the trio must leave immediately after their 5-year diplomatic visa expires. This is in contrast to what now obtains, where extensions to diplomatic visas for Jamaican diplomats beyond the 5-year period would be routine. Among those affected are Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, Audrey Marks, and Consul General Oliver Mayer, based in Miami, who the Americans say must leave and return to Jamaica this year. It's not known what other diplomatic measures, if any, the US government might take against Jamaica in light of the government's refusal to grant immunity to the spouse of one of its diplomats. Milton Walker, TVJ News.
Of course, by now, the way people take in and process information, the news clip they feel to most of them, like, about 2-year-old, and like a really stale news. But when it comes to certain matter, I'm not just in a hurry for talk and compete for catch it while it's hot. I know my style that. It takes some time to look deep in something here. I'm going to find something disturbingly off about it. Yeah man, something off about the whole thing. And it's the next situation that just prove what me always say. Most of we is an army of zombie. We come together and I take part in a slow and steady march out over a precipice. Where they're near. Very near. And it always prove, like me always say, most of we bex this week, and by next week, we don't remember nothing what we bex about last week. I just on to the next. Alright, so what really are going? It is alleged in recent weeks, because of this affront to American authority by the so-called defiance of the government, Andrew gets stripped of him diplomatic privileges. Yeah man. It alleged him I go through airport and have to take off belt and clocks and put in a tray like everybody else. So whole heap of people now applaud him for the stance him take. And I say him finally man up and take a stand against the big bad wolf. Which me welcome and applaud it. But it's way deeper than our government. I reject America upon the premise. So them want we to accept this married man, pun intended. And that if we do that, we are going to break our own buggery law. But the real question is, which law? I can't the same 1864 offences of the Person Act. I can't. But for those who don't know the law against buggery, I'm going to read a few excerpts from it. Article 76 of Jamaica's Offences Against the Person Act makes the abominable crime of buggery punishable by imprisonment and hard labour for a maximum of 10 years. Article 77 prescribes up to 7 years of imprisonment with or without hard labour for attempted buggery. For those who don't know what buggery means, according to the Human Rights Watch, it generally refers to an act of anal intercourse and bestiality, but does not require the use of force for it to be considered an offence. Article 79 of the Offences Against the Person Act punishes acts of gross indecency between two men, whether committed in public or private, with up to 2 years imprisonment with or without hard labour. Alright, you can go research it for yourself. It's a whole heap of people outraged America could have even suggest that. But it appeared to me, said them people they wake up day before yesterday. Because clearly them now look on the history. And seriously just realize America and respect with rights and freedom as a sovereign nation. And a ball said them no respect with law. Alright, for those with amnesia, and severe Alzheimer's. The US can't respect with law, with Bugari law. And here is why. Because we have take them money for overlook with so-called Bugari law for decades. And I know when we leaders from both sides for decades done swim and drown in America money, them are going to bring up morality and Bugari law against something where them, America, done pay politician them how much year, how much million for them look the other way. And have them a kiss their ass for money. And now after it done gone bad, America want one more body wash, them are going to draw for the law against Bugari as a reason. It's coming like a rich man see a girl when married, but her husband broke, and him have money. And she see her eye red, and him buy her out and have her set all kind of way. When him call upon her for how much year. Then one day him call upon her, and she will tell him that she can't come make him shit in her face today. Because she married, and she don't believe in a cheating. Jamaican leaders been a broke the law over decades, and it never hide. And no secret. What the Bugari law did there, when dancehall suffer how much for hold up the law there. Why the leaders never stand up to US and even Canada them time there? When them cancel artists we have bunny dirty lifestyle left and right. I never foreign alone a pressure with. The fight against the artists and the music did come from Jamaica itself, from the highest offices in the land. That not coming like murder is a crime. And some set of people gather in our country and say we are make song about bringing in the murderer them and all murderer fi go to prison. And them pressure people when we sing them song they say fi stop sing it. Because it offend murderer. We have a Bugari law. When it there in every movie. And in almost everything on the internet. When the movie lock down the body factory where the net keep running. Me no see no anti-gay task force. Only anti-music, anti-gang, anti-scammer. When last somebody got jail upon the law there? The Bugari law cowboy up. And just symbolism it no enforce. The Traffic Act against poverty-stricken taximan and civilian. More enforced with a heavy hand. Almost no compromise. The Noise Abatement Act against loud music. Turn up louder than the music. And son a pack up in a truck at night time all boat in a Jamaica. And them a go on wicked against bad word from where they. No ease up. But Bugari law in our country where she bother them. And one of the biggest thing. How much gay journalists have some popular show within the media. Well law. Nobody don't mention the law to corporate Jamaica. When a good majority of them secretly push this gay agenda in every facet of life. In the same country where it's illegal. Or supposedly illegal. Nobody a couple of months ago. The whole nation said the billboard half a tree with the trans man. We forget? I don't answer that. Don't try to answer that question. I don't know why. I tell you every week. How we put the pride flag on the JUTC bus? And I say take pride in our country. Or something like so. How we never arrest those responsible? No broke them, I broke the law. If you advocate or push a lifestyle where them say go against the law, where them never arrest those in the administration or you if you even think to make gender ideology become something them are going to demand students to respect whatever delusional, fantastical, stupid pronoun people want be identified as. The question I may ask is why cite a law, why refer to a law we almost never enforce yet? I mean, I say change the law, I say use it or not mention it. I mean, so whole heap of people say, boy, America can't do that to Saudi Arabia and certain country we have the same law. And why you think that is? The thing is, them country they not only have the law, them uphold it. And whatever else them believe is a practical part of them cultural consciousness. And them believe they enforce with discipline on every level without compromise. Enough for them society. For example, independence. That's not just a concept, but an actual reality where them depend in large part upon themselves to survive and therefore them self-sustainable. No guy can threaten them with sanctions or cut off because them put on them own part. Simple maths. But we indiscipline. Something off with this. Something wrong with the whole situation here. And it's way bigger than just body. Most of them never remember a thing. But none of them pressure that we face from our own leaders over the years. In defense of the gay agenda. No. These people know them can always depend on if we forget. Our memory reset and start from everything that happened the last 24 hours. And anything before that is a blur where we can't recall. Because like me said before, I'm afraid to say again, much to the annoyance of those who don't like repetition. So they can learn nothing. We consume information the same way we consume entertainment. It's disposable. Food for thought. Then we spiritually shit it out and hungry again. How much I remember what we eat for dinner last week Thursday? Don't answer that. Don't answer it. And the same attitude we have towards information. Most of we almost never yet commit to resolving what we claim to bother with. So it's hard to retain and remember it. Worse how the news them just happen back at one another so. Now see the confusion for me. Now the government come deny. Say this thing actually happen between them and America. You know, so when an official news outlet like TVJ no fact check before them green light a news like this, we can have serious consequence if them information turn out to be wrong. Them place in operate so. Remember no blogger them here, you know? Something off. How them to have the Prime Minister walk through airport like regular people? And the statement from the government is that it was a clerical error where the US Embassy make. Meaning it's some administrative mistake with a document or a file. That's ridiculous. That don't make no sense. So that's supposed to be a random thing. And that happened out of everybody. It happened to the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I wouldn't really tell that. But it's obvious so we are look upon. A punishment like when Pitney do something bad. It's a walk of shame like in a Game of Thrones. When them discipline Cersei and make she walk through the street naked. So it can be said, so symbolically them strip him of him diplomatic privileges and take off him status for a minute. For sure say them in control. Not even Castro and Michael Manley, them never do so. When them did visit America, and them America never friend none at all. For use the analogy I always use. Picture Jamaica as a girl, America as her man. Well, she a give him all out money now with the China them. Cause them a give her a better deal. And the man find out and him begs. I could go look back where it start. The thing what me suspects are wrong, bigger than the current Prime Minister. This go way back. This is about the lie we build the whole political theatre. Where the structure Jamaican politics sit down in it. The same one we start when Bustamante and Norman sell them allegiance to America. And the same England where we supposed to free from. In 1963. Through a thing we named the Trilateral Agreement. Read a book we named Trilateralism. The Trilateral Commission and Elite Planning for World Management. Edited by Halle Sklar. Chapter 4 particularly interesting. UK America. Are them two they own Jamaica by influencing its politics and politicians. If me I think right, what JLP really mean is Jamaica lose power. I think them did mean for Adan in a 1963, but that would have given them position. And PNP really mean People's National Pantomime. Like me I say for years, Jamaica has never elevated to the level of independence or self-reliance. The whole light of its symbolism and theatre. What we are looking at here so is a geopolitical Cold War. The Trilateral Agreement is a defense pact or agreement where say if anything at all threaten the national security of one of the three countries, then the next two automatically acquire the right to defend that one day. But to the other two imperialists, Jamaica was just them breadbasket. So then they have to protect Jamaica interests, which is really for them interests anyway. And the Jamaican puppet leaders under US control, they have to protect America interests, which is itself meaning valuable resources like bauxite, land, road, airport, wharf from falling into the hands of particular foreign interests where them consider as them enemy. For example, China. So them want Jamaica against that. But Jamaica for years has sell everything, including citizenship, to the highest bidder. So that one in then I worry them. How will them do? Through a thing named citizenship investment. I sell the China them citizenship. So when America draw them up for sell certain things to the China them can't say them no agreement because I'm not Chinese them a deal with. Because legally them is no Jamaican citizen. So them double cross the big bad wolf and find a way to give them bun without legally breaking the agreement. We have to understand, Jamaica is a strategic location that present a viable opportunity for America enemy them to access them backyard. Plus the China them a take over the informal economy. They like will seal them and them think they will serve the common people, which is the majority. So them good saturate the market. How them get to do that? Because somehow they manage to convince we say them are not America when it comes to loan. Yeah man. Them not do predatory loans like America give we. And sit back and know so them can depend on the greediness and indiscipline of our leaders to mash up the money. So them, America, can have more and more control over we. But at the same thing China do. Them just take a different approach. For them practice no name predatory loan or lending. It name debt trap diplomacy. Them just lend whole heap with little to no interest rate requirement. So Jamaica or the gal think is a better man and kin out. So US will lose economic control over the region, plus key points of strategic military concern fall in the enemy hands. And because the Chinese, or I should have said Chinese Jamaican, have a significant share in the war, US no know why none of them container the way come in. And that a cause for concern. Because they don't know if nuclear. And that's why you see the US submarine come and watch it last Friday or Saturday. Look on the screen.
Submarine in Jamaica, watch your ass. Look good, the man. Let me see. Hold on. Let them make this boy. Crazily insane. Go on, man. Zoom up for the captain. Now zoom up for the captain. Come on.
Outside of this being a drill or some kind of covert military operation or exercise, what we might not know about. And one other thing left we could have make America do that, and is that a next man move in upon them gal, and she give him access to everything. Can him start feed her, plus control one come in at the house. America now, I try intimidate her if get her afraid, and go back to him, and get her if left the new man. Yeah man, them panic and indirectly threaten war. Because them who is an imperialist who go all over the world go capture people, things and bother people, know more than anybody else. Say he who control the food and the wharf in our country, control the country. Me no claim for have all the details, but me know for a fact say this geopolitical war a brew for some time now. Me know enough I don't go wonder how them on never hear about this going in yet. I truly busy around down news about who a bigger Christian or Rasta than who? Or who a drink out of shoes on stage? Or who then catch with coca foreign? Most people not see what really are going on in a reality. Because it really take time and patience to do that. But me go left you with a mantra when I want to start use. And I go like this. You can't learn if you don't listen. And you can't learn if you already think you know. No.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.